My 3-week-long adventure to Marcala, Honduras was much more than a class trip. It was a life-changing experience. Although the credits were a nice perk, I benefited more from the Spanish immersion and cultural differences that the country had to offer me.
Just one more chance to see your face again. Will I take time away out the earth with my teeth?
I was extremely anxious and excited to meet my host family and dive right into a world without English, hoping that my Spanish would get me through. My classmates and I stayed with different homestays, taught, tutored, and observed in the public school in the morning and afternoon, and then had our own time to talk in English during our class time after meeting in Republica. Outside of our regular schedule, we were live on the local radio, participated in a folkloric dance competition, visited a bilingual school, bartered at the intense Sunday market, went swimming and fishing in Don Manuel's lake, visited a coffee farm, and Chiflador Falls, the biggest waterfall I've ever seen. We learned and witnessed how coffee is grown and made, taught a few English lessons to some eager students, and even had the opportunity to go to a quince celebration and ceremony. During our class time, I learned so much about how to best teach English to second language learners. That I need to speak entirely in the target language, make input comprehensible by using visuals, hand gestures, talk slow and repeat again and again, put vocab words up on the board and then point to them when I'm using them. I learned that grammar conjugations are not what should be learned first. Actually teaching my lesson was not bad at all, and I enjoyed every second of it. Of course, my lesson plan changed a little, but that happens even in the US. After only 3 weeks, I felt way more comfortable with my Spanish, and I wasn't afraid to say something incorrect because I was comfortable around my host family and the Spanish speaking people that I was with. I could talk to my host mom, Elsa, about virtually anything as long as it wasn't at 8 p.m. during her novela La Reina del Sur. There were a few things that I had to adjust to, however, such as the water not always working, using purified water for everything, and the Latin American sense of time. A perfect example was during the quince. The invite said 7 p.m., and we waited at least an hour for it to begin. I had to adjust to eating 3 gigantic meals a day and explain to my host mom that I don't eat that much. And of course, probably the biggest thing I had to adjust to, besides the language barrier, was the amount of drunk homeless people in the streets and the sick dogs desperately seeking scraps of food. There are so many things I already miss about Marcala. The friendly people, the food, my host family, and even our dance caballeros. But I know I will return again soon for an equally amazing experience. If I could relive my experience in Latin America, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.